Go for it.
All right. So this is the new coloplast bedside care easy cleanse disposable washcloth we will be using. This is a no rinse washcloth. There's 5 cloths per pack. So very simple, straightforward. You're gonna pull open from the top. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can pull the cloths out individually and wet them underneath a warm sink and agitate them and use them. Or if you're planning on using the entire 5-pack, what you would do is you're going to pretend this is a sink. You're going to add the water approximately up to the dotted line. What you'll want to try to do is fold the pack, roll it up. That way the water is getting through to all 5 of the cloths. Now you're going to take each individual cloth out one at a time. I suggest you kind of squeeze it a little bit to get that excess water out, and then when you pull it out, you can start to agitate it, and you'll see the more you agitate it, the foamier it gets. So this is a head-to-toe washcloth. It's no rinse, no tear. So as you put it on the patient's skin, they'll really like it because it actually makes them feel like they're getting a bath. It foams up really nicely. You might have to go through and pat dry with a towel just to remove a little bit of the excess foam. But beyond that, really simple, straightforward. As far as the 5-pack goes, as time goes on, you'll kind of get a better sense of how to use them. But what I would start off suggesting as far as the 5-pack, how to use them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they can be used on the face as well as the perianal area. And as far as that's concerned, on the bathing side, pretty simple and straightforward. Now, on the incontinence cleanup side, same exact pack that you're going to use. However, the protocol for using it is going to be completely different. You're going to open the pack. You'll have a chuck underneath the patient. What you'll do is you'll pull one out dry. Do not wet the wipes at this point in time. What you want to do is go through and almost use it like you would a piece of toilet tissue in your personal use. You want to remove as much of the volume as possible into the chuck. If you need to use multiple dry wipes to do that, that's totally fine. If you have a patient who is at serious risk of skin breakdown, you might wet it ever so slightly and don't agitate it a ton. You do not want this to be really wet and sudsy when you're doing your initial cleaning of the volume of the stool. You're just going to create a sudsy, stooly mess. So keep that in mind, and then it's kind of a progression. As you go through with the dry ones, you get all the volume out of the way and into the chuck, and then once you need to actually clean the skin, that's when you're going to pull one out and wet it a little bit and use it more as a washcloth. So very simple and straightforward.